Hey everyone, and welcome to Indie Buff. My name is Aurelian, and today I'm gonna be reviewing the game Ellipsis. The gameplay. You are a circle, flying through space, and you are what seems to be crashing into and eating other circles. While this sounds pretty easy, you have many different objects trying to prevent you from collecting the circles by killing you. These objects are usually triangles chasing you around, shooting you, or throwing exploding bombs at you. Though it can also be mines, lasers, or other weirdly shaped killing machines that want to make sure you stop existing. You also have some sort of map that shows you the different levels and which ones you have completed. From the map, the levels look like, you guessed it, circles, and once you completed the level, another circle shows up a bit further away, and a line starts growing from the circle you just completed to the new circle. Now you can move to the next level. Of course, the levels get more difficult the more you progress forward, but the game does a good job preparing you for the more difficult ones by introducing new threats in somewhat easier levels. Controlling the circle feels very smooth and the response is very fast. Sound. You're basically hearing the same kind of sounds through the entire game. You hear small effects for when you select a level, when you die, when things explode, or you just move around. The sounds fit the gameplay perfectly. It has a mysterious, spacey, soundy kind of ring to it, so it works. Some of the sounds do not feel as smooth as the others. For example, when you blow something up into small pieces, it sounds like glass crashing, and that is somewhat off-putting. Music. The music is almost non-existent. The music we can hear sometimes is like a very slow buzzing sound or some kind of yoga, meditation, mindfulness kind of music. I would have loved, seriously loved some classical music in this game. They do such a great job making you fear for your life while also having this really slow and relaxing feel to it. In one of the levels, it almost sounded like a classical song was going to start, and it was beautiful, but it was only the buzzing noise again. Many games that are like this one, if not most of them, have some sort of upbeat music that stresses the heck out of you. But here, you're relaxed while dying thousands of times. Graphics. The graphics reminds me a lot of a game called Geometry Wars. There's not a lot to say about the graphics. Everything is pretty much lines stick together into different shapes. Everything looks smooth and there's a good balance between the dark and the light. Some objects in the game are really colorful while the background is always black. It looks pretty and I like it. Story. Now, the game doesn't offer anything in the story area, though I would like to think that me, the circle, is a brave hero rescuing other circles from certain doom. If we look in the description of the game you can find on their page on Steam, it says, "Guide your ship through a mysterious universe while deftly avoiding hordes of roaming enemies, spikes, lasers, and more." Now, I see a spaceman inside a ship. The circle I'm controlling is the ship, and I'm rescuing other space people stranded in space. But that's just me. There's not really a need for a story here. I do not need a reason to do the things I do in this game. If you're looking for a story, this is not the game for you. Replay value. You can always beat every single level again and try to catch all the circles to get 4 stars, or beat the levels very fast, which gives you 5 stars. You can do this at the very start already. You don't have to beat the game first, but playing through the levels for the first time can already be frustrating and can take a long time, and if you add the challenge of beating it as fast as possible, that might just tip you over the edge. I can see myself playing this game again because it's just enjoyable. It's for some reason really relaxing for me to play this. Of course you get frustrated when you die 1,000 times, but it's different somehow. You get frustrated but not mad. They made the game a challenge but not impossible. You always feel like you can beat every single level. Even if I can see myself playing this again, I probably won't. I usually never replay games I already finished, but I can see others do it to complete the game to 100% or whatever. I know for a fact that if there was more music in the game, the chances that would come back would probably double if not triple, because this game was almost like meditation to me. Issues. Sometimes when trying to choose a level, I experienced what I think was a bug. I use a controller to play most of my games, and when I sometimes tried to choose the level I wanted to play, the screen just started to shake. I could not select the level, and sometimes it fixed itself, but other times I had to use the mouse to fix it. Either way, not the biggest problem, but nonetheless a problem. Opinion. I honestly enjoyed the game. It keeps throwing surprises my way, which keeps me, the player, entertained. With that in mind though, once you already seen the surprises, it's not really a big deal no more. You play a couple of levels with the new threats in place and it's fun a couple of times, but then sometimes it feels like it's being dragged out just to be able to have an extra level. What I mean is, a couple of the levels feel redundant. With that said, some of the design is awesomely done and I really appreciate the work they put into this game. I give the game a buff score of 6 out of 10. The reason is, I never got bored playing this game and I'm one of those guys that get bored real fast. Also, I really like the design in many of the levels, even though some of the levels could have been cut out from the game and it wouldn't have made any difference. I would have probably bumped it up to 7 if the music was on point. That's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, make sure to like the video and don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Hej då så länge!